So what are employer concerns? Again, if you understand what an employer's concerns are, you can speak to this in an interview. You can speak to this in a cover letter. You can speak to it while you're networking. Does the worker have access to the info needed to do a job well? That's a huge concern. That's why oftentimes they hire people that are very specialized, who are already trained. But there is still a concern. Do they understand the context of my company, the context of my project? They worry about office culture suffering, collaboration suffering. So as you're interviewing for remote jobs, you need to promote that you're collaborative. You need to promote that you know the tech tools for collaboration, for communication. There's concern, and this is a big one these days, about how you treat remote workers versus office workers, and how do you make them both feel like they're a part of the team. This is a big problem for companies right now. The lack of face time. Again, you're interviewing for a remote job, offering to come into the office once a week for meetings, to show up and to have that face time can often alleviate those concerns. Productivity, not knowing how much an employee is actually doing. I actually think that this is a bad one. The employers that are worried about this are micromanagers, and you don't want to work for them. That's my take on this one. Be careful. A lot of times you have to make sure when you are looking for work, when you're interviewing, ask about your manager's management style. A micromanager is not going to do well in a remote environment. Worried about creativity, right? Spontaneous idea generation. That's why I think it's really important that you do, even if you have a 100% remote job, you try to get a little bit of face time, or you make an extra effort to be available and to have your camera on when you're Zooming. I think that's really important for people to feel that that one-on-one connection that often spurs ideas.